Hello and welcome to Virtual Learning Network. This e-lecture is on Computer Basics and PC Software. Block 2, Unit 4, Introduction to Computer Applications. The topics we are going to cover are Introduction, Concepts of Open Source Software Number System, Project Management Software, Office Applications, Spreadsheet, Database, Email, then Summary. Let's start with Introduction. In this unit, we introduce the concept of open source software, its philosophy and copyrights. We will also discuss its licensing arrangements under the open source definition. Management process which is supported by project managers. We will also study the role of a project manager and his responsibilities for development of successful computer software. It is essential that we learn all the basics of office application software like word processing, spreadsheets, emailing, etc. So, first one is concepts of open source software. Open source software is a computer software which is available along with the source code and software license that permits the code to be studied, modified and improved. It is often developed in public and collaborative manner. Open source development follows the model of the bazaar. In an open source development model, roles are not clearly defined. The best features and functionality evolve into popular use much as good ideas evolve into popular use in the marketplace of ideas. Development is a collaborative process. Resources are not scarce, and no one person or organization directs the project. The users are treated like co-developers, and so they should have access to the source code of the software. Free software definition. The free software definition is based on the following four freedoms. First, the freedom to run the program for any purpose. Second, the freedom to study how the program works and adapt it to your needs. Third, the freedom to redistribute copies so you can help your neighbor. Last one, the freedom to improve the program and release your improvements to the public so that the whole community benefits. Open source definition. Definition include permissive software licenses. The elements are free redistribution, source code available, license must not be specific to a product, license must not restrict use of other software. The open source development model is a collaborative model. It anticipates the participation of many developers in the development of a single product or module. Theoretically, any open source project can have hundreds or thousands of contributors. Open source licensing. License defines the right and obligations that a licensor grants to a licensee. Open source licenses grant licenses the right to copy, modify, and redistribute source code. These licenses may also impose obligations. All open source licenses, by definition, freely allow the licensee to exercise all of the rights of copyright with respect to the licensed software. Some open source software licenses contain explicit license grants and some contain implicit ones. Project management software. Project management is the discipline of planning, organizing, and managing resources to bring about the successful completion of specific project goals and objectives. The primary challenges of project management is to achieve all of the project goals and objectives within the preconceived project constraints. Typical constraints are scope, time, and resources. The second, more ambitious challenges is to optimize the allocation and integration of inputs necessary to meet predefined objectives. Typical development phases of project are project initiation stage, project planning or design state, project implementation state, project monitoring and controlling systems, project completion stage. A project manager is a professional in the field of a project management. Project managers have the responsibility of planning, execution, and closing of any project. The project manager is the person accountable for accomplishing the stated project objective within the allotted time. Key project management responsibilities include creating clear and attainable project objectives, building the project requirements, and managing the triple constraint for projects, which is cost, time, and scope. Software project management. Software project management is the art and science of planning and leading software projects. It is a sub-discipline of project management in which software projects are planned, monitored, and controlled. The purpose of project planning is to identify the scope of the project, estimate the work involved, and create a project schedule. Project planning begins with requirements that defines the software to be developed. The project plan is then developed to describe the tasks that will lead to completion. Project management software. Project management software covers many types of software including scheduling, cost control and budget management, resource allocation, time sheet management, collaboration software, communication, quality management and documentation or administration systems. These are used to deal with the complexity of large projects. Tools for project management. Project management software tools are of three types. Desktop applications. These are software packaged, installed on the PC, example MS Project, Gantt Project, etc. Web-based services. These are websites which offer online internet applications that support project management. No separate hardware or software is required as the application is installed on some web server from where it is accessed. Example, iTeamwork. Web-based systems. These are web-based software which are installed in your own hardware and accessed through intranet network. Example, Dot Project. Microsoft Office Project. One of the most widely used software for project management used all over the world is MS Project. It is used for planning, managing and organizing resources for all kinds of projects. It uses a powerful scheduling engines to help align different projects and tasks with available resources. Create and schedule projects with known start date or known finish date can be scheduled using MS Project. Click the File tab and click New. Select Blank Project and click Create. On the Project tab in the Properties group, click Project Information. Schedule the project in the Project Information dialog box. To schedule from start date, select a project start date in the Schedule from box and then choose the start date. To schedule from the finish date, select the project finish date in the Schedule from box and choose the finish date. Define file properties for the project. First, open the project, then click on File tab and then click Info. Choose project information and then advanced properties. On the summary tab, give the relevant project information. Next one is milestones. A milestone is a reference point that makes a major event in a project and is used to monitor the project's progress. Any task with zero duration is automatically displayed as a milestone. You can also mark any other task of any duration as a milestone. Office applications. Office applications will introduce the world of office applications that are used widely by all of us to carry on our day-to-day tasks like writing a project document, preparing our monthly budget, corresponding with each other on email, or scheduling our daily calendar. Word processing. A word processor is a computer application used for composition, editing, formatting, and printing of any sort of printable material. Adding header, footer, or page number to a document. To add a graphics or text on the top or bottom of a document, a header or footer has to be added. Click on the Insert tab, select the header or footer or page number from a header and footer group. You can select from the available gallery and choose the design required. After selection, the same design chosen will appear in the document. To add a customized design for the header or footer, double-click on the header or footer area in the document. The same is opened in the design mode. After making the required changes to the design, choose the header footer area. This diagram shows all the steps. Next one is mail merge. Mail merge. Mail merge is a software function describing the production of multiple documents from a single template, form, and a structured data source. This helps to create personalized letters and pre-addressed envelopes or mailing labels for mass mailings from a word processing document which contains fixed text which will be the same in each output document and variables which act as placeholders that are replaced by text from the data source. When the mail merge is run, the word processing system creates an output document for each row in the database using the fixed text exactly as it appears in the template, but substituting the data variables in the template with the values from the matching columns. You use mail merge when you want to create a set of documents, such as a form letter that is to be sent many customers or a sheet of addresses labels. Each letters or label has the same kind of information, yet the content is unique. For example, in letters to your customer, each letter can be personalized to address each customer by name. The unique information in each letter or label comes from entries in a data source. Spreadsheet. A spreadsheet, as you all would know, is a grid made of columns and rows known as cells and is used for making tables and charts used for mathematical and statistical analysis as well as business calculations. One of the widely used spreadsheet software is MS Excel. Each cell on a spreadsheet can have any of the following data: text or labels, number or constants, etc. Formulae and functions. There are different categories of functions that can be incorporated in the sheets like date and time, mathematical, statistical, logical, text functions, etc. The different categories of functions are: first, date and time. Month converts a serial number to a month. Year converts a serial number to a year. Now returns the serial number of the current date and time. Math and statistical. Here are some formulas of math and statistical. First one is sum, median, Sum product, COUNTIF. First one is sum. Sum is used to add its arguments. Median returns the median of the given numbers. Sum product returns the sum of the products of corresponding array components. COUNTIF counts the number of cells within a range that meets the given criteria. Next one is text. Concatenate joins several text items into one text item. Right. Return the rightmost characters from a text value. Len returns the number of characters in a text string. Left returns the leftmost character from a text value. Logical. Here are some logical functions. First one is if. Specifies a logical test to perform. Next one is not. Reverses the logic of its argument. And return true if all its arguments are true. Advanced functions. First one is match. Looks up value in a reference or array. Index. Uses an index to choose a value from a reference or array. Charting. Charts and graphs can be created based on a data in the sheets. Macros. A macro is a short program written using VBA that can be used to carry out a specific task. VBA is the language that Excel macros are written in. It is a programming language that is included with all the Microsoft Office applications. Example, Word, Access, PowerPoint, Excel, as well as others. VBA is a subset of Microsoft Office Visual Basic, an extremely popular programming language that has been around for over 10 years. Database. Database is used to organize information into data in the form of tables. For example, a table with students' data. Different tables are joined together on the basis of relationships. The table and relationships together form relational structure. Relational structure helps in reduction of repetitive data, improves accuracy and provides better management of data. A table is a database object that is used to store data about a particular subject like employees, students or products. In a table, the columns are called fields or attributes and the individual records are called tuples. One of the most important advantage of a relational table structure is the primary key field in each table. A primary key is a field or a combination of fields that make each record in the table unique. A primary keys help in removing duplicate data and creating relationship between different tables. Foreign key contains values that correspond to the primary key of another table. A table can have one or more than one foreign key. Every field has a data type which indicates the type of data that fields will store, such as text, numbers or external fields. Next one is defining relationships. When you create a relationship between tables, the common fields are not required to have the same names, although it is often the case that they do. But the common fields must have the same data type. If the primary key field is an auto number field, however, the foreign key field can also be a number field if the field size property of both fields is the same. For example, you can match an auto number field and a number field if the field size property of both fields is long integer. When both common fields are number fields, they must have the same field size property setting. Defining queries. When data has to be reviewed, added and changed or deleted from the database, a query is used. Queries are also used to answer very specific questions about the data that would be difficult to answer directly by just looking at the table data. Queries can be used to perform calculations on the data, to filter data and to summarize the data. Reports. A report consists of information from tables and queries that is stored with a particular report designs such as labels, heading and graph. Reports can be created using the report wizard tool also. Next one is email. Emailing is one of the most important utilities in today's world. It is used widely and utilized by at most each and every one of us, not only as professionals but also in our personal life. Emailing software like MS Outlook, Outlook Express, etc. not only providing emailing facility but also used for scheduling appointments, maintaining contacts, setting task reminders, sending attachments with emails, etc. Creating email account and profiles. First, create an email account or profiles. Second one, create a new email message. The most important feature of email software is to send and receive emails. Once the email account has been configured, the same can be used to send and receive emails. Third one is manage contacts. New contacts can be added to the address book. It is possible to make groups of contacts and create distribution lists to ease selection of contacts when sending messages. Last one is calendar management. Using the calendar feature, one can schedule activities as appointments, meetings, events or tasks. This choice will depend on who is involved and how the entry should appear. Now it's summary time. In this unit, you have learnt about the concepts of open source software. You have also been introduced to one of the most important rules of project management, which is essential for the success of any project. The essential tools of Office applications which are used widely in the industry have been discussed. The important features of these tools used for word processing, database management and emailing. Thank you for this session.